Hello listeners. Welcome back to Storytime FM. In this video we will be exploring r/AskReddit. What's the female equivalent of, "Don't put your dick in crazy"? Let's jump right in. If you sleep with dogs, expect fleas. Let's look at some more comments. Don't date a fixer-upper. You want a boyfriend, not a project. Edit. Some of y'all just make me sad. How can adults, or grown-ass human beings, not tell the difference between someone who's taking steps, of their own volition, to improve themselves, versus having to nag and pester them to do it, for their own good? Edit 2. I suppose, if we could distinguish between the two, this wouldn't have a whack of upvotes. Which, thank you for the support, and it wouldn't be a problem. Sigh. Don't ride the crazy train. If he cheated on her, he'll cheat on you. Not so ninja. Edit. If he cheated with you, he'll cheat on you is probably closer to what I meant. Closely followed by, if he slapped her. Closely followed by, if all his exes are crazy. Try not to get involved with controlling abusive assholes that might kill you. Let's see what other comments there are. There's a distinction between confidence and arrogance. Try to tell the difference sooner than later. If all his exes are crazy, he's about to make you crazy too. No poke oh if he loco. Don't fuck me Tony, don't you ever try to fuck me. Let's look at some more comments. Don't let crazy put their dick in you. Don't sit on a lunatic. It's, don't jam your clam on crazy. I'm not sure where I saw that. Probably a very old Twitter screenshot, LMAO. Don't feed strays. No discouragement to dogs. Just wandering roving crazy men in need of someone to mother them. Let's take a look at some other comments. You can't fix him. Don't give crazy any hope. The harassment and borderline stalking by crazies that think they have a shot is not talked about enough. There isn't a clear equivalent, because, don't put your dick in crazy, has a tone of, oh ho ho. Don't do that, she crazy lol. But for women, it's more like, please be careful or you will be murdered, raped. +30 guys looking for teens. 99% of them are shitheads looking to prey on naive girls. Edits. 1. The 1% is considering the arranged marriages where neither party wants to get married but are forced to due to family pressure. Common in my culture. My parents being a prime example. Never seen a hint of love between the two of them, only resentment and how neither of them gets each other. 11-year age difference. 19 and 30. 4 kids later they absolutely hate each other. I wouldn't call my father a predator, but he genuinely had no choice or say in the matter, just like my mother. They didn't repeat the cycle and were able to raise 4 highly educated kids with normal happy lives. Love my parents dearly, but I can acknowledge the grossness. 2. Yes, it is just as creepy if the genders were reversed. Although I haven't met anyone personally in that situation to comment, hence I did not need to clarify that. Also, the question is asking the female equivalent? Why do I have to talk about my viewpoint on genders being reversed when the question doesn't ask for it? 3. If it doesn't exactly match the syntax, wording, I apologize. English is my third language. But you should get the gist of it, right? Don't let a pedophile groom you? Don't let a 30s man stop you from getting an education and financial freedom? Don't be someone's princess, be self-sufficient? Let yourself be a child? IDK how to word this exactly. Please make sure to also include Pashto and Urdu versions if you find better words to express this. Cheers. 4. I'm in my 30s now, happily married plus career. I had been approached by men in their 30s since when I was 16, not at all uncommon in the culture. I would call them uncle, culture thing, respectful to call elders that, and see them absolutely seethe, like dude, you're literally twice my age, WTF do you want with a 16-year-old? I made the decision of marrying my husband with enough experience to see through most bullshit, lies. The compliments, and gifts I'd receive as a kid from these uncles was just so predatory. It was confusing at that time for me. For another girl it might have meant the world to. As someone in her 30s I'm absolutely horrified. Heck, I was still growing taller at 16. I had just started getting my period. This guy straight up buys me makeup and perfumes out of the blue? Like I'm just walking home, dude, WTF. Absolutely gross. I wasn't particularly more mature or wiser at 18. Maybe less stupid but definitely not any wiser, and I looked exactly like I did at 16. No real difference except maybe I was 1 inch taller. Let's look at some more comments. Calls girls whores? Close the doors. If he's got major issues, he can use his hand and tissues. Don't reproduce that shit. If he has to tell you he's a nice guy trademark, he's a complete and utter douche. Don't slip, trip and land on a dick head. Let's look at some more comments. In order to be in my life, your baggage must either fit into the overhead compartment and/or securely under the seat in front of you. Don't get murdered. Girls don't have crazy boyfriend stories because if you have a crazy boyfriend, you just die. Donald, Childish Gambino. Don't take him 'cause you think you can fix him? Let's take a look at some other comments. Keep your crotch pit free of bullshit, or my GF suggests don't fuck the fuckboy edit. A lot more support for fuckboys than I expected. No kooky in your coochie. Don't wrap your minge around cringe? You need a boyfriend, not a son. Here are some more comments I found. Don't mount your pussy on pathetic. Before sitting on dick, check if he is a dick. Try not to get yourself killed. Don't date cops. Here are some more comments I found. Honestly saddened no one said, don't put your vajayjay near the cray-cray. You can't fix someone that chooses to be broken. Stop trying to play Build-A-Bay Workshop. Someone that's choosing to drown will pull you under with them. The box shall not part for those who aren't smart. Don't ride the pole if there's a hole in his soul. Let's see what other comments there are. Never trust a fuckboy. Leave at the first sign of abuse and don't look back. I've known too many people stuck in the loop of leaving and going back to an abusive partner. Stop thinking it will be different this time. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Don't slam your clam on Bedlam. Let's look at some more comments. You're his partner, not his therapist. Call me when you get home so I know your date didn't rape or kill you. While there are indeed particular stories of horrible women, men vastly outnumber women in craziness and violence. Don't date a mama's boy. What's with this sub and 90% of it being sexual questions? Let's see what other comments there are. Heard my GF's mum say don't let the loon in the poon. Don't let losers come in you. Don't rub your muff on rough. Don't get dicked down by a clown. Let's see what other comments there are. He's a partner, not a project. I don't think we have a funny quip. What we have is always a friend or two who we text whom we're going with and where. Not just on the first date. You've got the, in case I get murdered. This is who it was, friends. She's a dickhead magnet. Not sure linguistically what that implies. Don't date someone who's always angry because eventually that screaming at a video game or road rage will be directed at you. And intimate partner violence kills us. In fact, it's one of the biggest killers of pregnant women, so yeah. Not as silly or catchy. Let's look at some more comments. Don't spread for stupid. Don't be dickmatize. Don't offer your pussy to sussy. Don't get dicked by crazy. Here are some more comments I found. Don't lend your beaver to a deceiver. Don't have children with a felon who can't read and already has children with several other women that he doesn't care for. Seems obvious, but I'm pretty sure those guys do most of the procreating in America. Here are some more comments I found. Women sleep with who they want, men sleep with who they can. That's all we've got time for today. Come back tomorrow for some more comments. In the meantime, leave a comment with your stories and thoughts below. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see more. Until next time, listeners.